Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you the power of transducing sound. So what that means is you're taking, let's say, a cell signal or an ELF signal or an electrical signal from the grid, and that is transduced into a noise, a voice, or whatever somebody wants it to be. First, I want to point out that there's a lot of this clickbaity videos out there where this one says trapped voices in this wire. Let's listen to them. Like these voices got trapped, right? And this guy shows it. Okay, that's a wire recorder. They used to record on wire back in the day. It wasn't a big technology. It was kind of a failed technology. But they used to record on wire. And that's all that is. It's not spooky or trapped voices. They were intentionally recorded onto the wire. So, yeah, let's get back to reality. Anything that is piezoelectric or piezoelectric, depending on who you're talking to, people pronounce it differently, can transduce signals or vibrations or electricity into voices. A lot of materials have this capability. And that's from crystals, like a crystal radio, to ceramics, certain ceramics. They say certain ceramics, but many ceramics are capable of being piezoelectric. Biological matter, bone, DNA, various proteins. Now, other things that are piezoelectric that can transduce signals to sound: quartz, salt, bone, barium, lithium, and aluminum. So there's many things that can be put in the human body that can transduce shit to sound. I just need to put that out there because I did a very interesting experiment. Turned myself into the white rabbit. I have some Neurophone transducers that I decided to experiment with, see if I could record that sound after putting it on my skin. Now I'm going to show you this experiment, and then I want to go over the audio a little bit just to show you that this can be done, and you don't hear anything in the room until this shit is put on your skin, and then you begin to really hear it. And to clarify, it could be anywhere on the skin, not just next to your ear. It could be anywhere. It's using the skin as a transducer. This could be in your body. You could ingest it, and it could be in your intestinal tract or in your bloodstream. It could be absolutely anywhere. Something on your skin, something in your body, doesn't matter. It just has to be capable of transducing. You could even inhale it. So again, the purpose of this is to see if this signal can be recorded by a recorder while it is on my skin, because when you take it off the skin, you don't hear anything at all in the room. So I put these to my face. Now I'm going to play you the original for a little bit, and then I'm going to play you a boosted version. Let's check it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is do a Neurophone transducer test. I don't hear voices. I'm going to send voices to my head with transducers. And when they're not on the skin, there is no sound in the room at all. But when you put them on your skin, you can hear it. And I want to see if this is recordable. Like, can you record it when it is transduced into a sound wave? So let's find out right now. I'm going to put them on my skin now. Now you can start to hear whispering in the recording. And you can hear a voice there. So it's being transduced as sound, and it's being picked up. Just like I pick up the voices in the rooms doing recording experiments, right? Let me show you a boosted version from that point on. Let's go back to the sound that was recorded here. I had to get really close to the mic to do this, so you're going to hear me breathing. Now I'm going to take them off. Okay, I'm going to take them off. And you hear nothing. Then I put them back on. Okay, I'm going to put them back on. And I boosted that. That's why there's all that sound there. And you can clearly hear whispering and voices there. So what this is showing is that just because somebody in a room doesn't hear something, the other person can be hearing it. And when that transducer is removed from their body, they don't hear it anymore, but it can be recorded when it's going on.
Taking them off.
There's nothing.
One more time. I'm going to put them back on.
And there's absolute whispers there. You could hear it, I could hear it in my skull really loud. But it's recorded very low.
Taking them off. So there's no sound in the room, but when I put them to my skin, I can totally and completely hear voices talking to me. But there's no sound in the room at all, but the sound is very loud when I can suddenly hear it. When the connection is made to me. No one else in the room could hear it. Very, very interesting.
I always wondered if somebody had a neurophone attached to them, could that be recorded in the room? And it can be recorded. So it is being transduced into a sound wave, and it is totally capable of being recorded. I find that very interesting and very valuable. Now let me try to boost this up a little bit. Now let's listen to it. Has to pay attention. So if somebody was full of barium, strontium, lithium, aluminum that seemed to be being dumped on everybody, if the level was high enough, you could begin to transduce wireless signals into sound just like what I'm showing here. And I can show people, I can actually demonstrate this now to people. There's no sound in the room, and I can make you hear voices. So this goes a long way to providing people the simple proof, because a lot of people don't believe things until they actually experience it. So showing somebody this, hey, watch this, just touch this to your body and you'll begin hearing sound, it goes a long way. But being able to record it, getting very close to the mic and recording it, even though it's faint, the levels I'm picking up sound very, very similar. The difference is the high end with the Neurophone. And when you pick up these voices, there is almost no high end. And the high end almost makes it garble. So what's awesome here is it made me understand big time why they had to cut the high end out of all these transmissions, because the high end would overload. It would overload the ears and it would overload the senses, and you wouldn't understand what was being said. So it has to be like this low mid-range and low frequency to come through sort of clear, because as a lot of people describe, a lot of the times these voices are very faint and they can barely hear them. Other times they can be really loud. Seems like the longer they listen, the louder they get. And then the longer they tune out, the quieter they get over time. But this was the Neurophone experiment. I'm going to be doing a lot with this in the near future. So look out for Charlie.